This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com. There's a meeting between WWE and Pride on November 17th, as reported in the Observer. What's the thought process regarding this meeting? I know the word has been out forever that Shane McMahon really liked the idea of having some association with MMA. And we've heard different rumors one way or another. What was the meeting with Pride about here? By the way, for those of you who are listening and maybe aren't MMA fans, Pride was like bigger than the UFC in this era, but like the UFC of Japan. So it's a big time operation over there in that era. And the idea that you're even having conversations with them is kind of fun.
Yeah, I think it was just a courtesy more than anything. I met with the guys with Pride in Japan when they first started. And the presentation at the time was this was a shoot group, and oh my God, everything's going to be a shoot. And it was a work. I mean, it was all a work. I don't know if that continued after the fact because I really didn't follow it. But in its initial stages, Victor Quinones and I went and met with them on one of my trips to Japan. And they were looking to bring some of their guys in and possibly do something with us in the States to get the Pride name out there. But it was way in its infancy.
So Bruce, I'm going to need you to, we got to go back to what you said. It was a work. It was always a work. Pride was always a work. No way.
Yes.
Why do you say that?
Because that's what they told me.
So in a meeting with Pride, they said, it's a work.
Yes. They said, we're working here. He says, we work really snug. And we want to present this as a shoot.
There's been a long time theory that, hey, a lot of the Fedor stuff, blah, blah, blah. A lot of guys assumed, well, this might be a work, that might be a work. The involvement of the alleged Yakuza or what have you, that became a big talk, but never has anyone just come out on the record and said, oh yeah, it was a work. And now here you are in a loud and clear voice saying, oh, they told me it was a work. And you're almost like, what's the big deal?
It wasn't a big deal. And I don't know what they evolved into. I don't even think they had a show yet.
Oh yeah. They had a bunch of shows by this point. They were,
but no. I'm saying in the 90s.
Oh, I see. I'm
saying their formative years that.
And you're talking Dream Stage Entertainment. That was the outfit that put these shows on, right?
Whoever the hell it was, I went to a Japanese dojo and met with whoever the hell was the head of Pride at the time. I have no idea. It was a Victor Quinones deal, and they wanted to do something with us. And the pitch was that they were a shoot fight group. And when I said, well, we're not interested in doing it, he goes, no, it's a work. It's just very stiff. It's presented as a shoot.
So they would have like become a thing as the Attitude Era is getting kicked off. I think like 97, 98, somewhere in there. So you think that's probably around the time?
That's probably around the time I was there, because they weren't a thing. I don't even know if they'd had a big major show yet.
I got you.
But their presentation to me was that it will be presented as a shoot, but we work very stiff, and it'll be presented as a shoot.
So the go home,
okay.
Listen, you blew my mind with that reveal, because it's been a rumor forever, right? But the idea that was the original intent, and just so everybody's clear, the idea is you present it to look like the UFC, but it's enough WWE that you can have stars. You can build stars. You could make a Mike Tyson, right?
Sure.
Yeah,
exactly. Is that the one where Ken Shamrock went over and beat the shit out of the guy and then gave him his arm?
I think that's a different one.
Okay.
That didn't happen there.
Yeah.
But Fedor and Crow Cop, a lot of these guys became super Vanderlei Silva. I mean, Punk's whole wrist roll thing is inspired by Vanderlei Silva, who was a big Pride star. And anyway, let's keep it going. The go home.
And look, it may have developed into a shoot. I have no idea. I'm just telling you what my interaction with them was.
There's talk in the Observer about Stephanie McMahon wanting Daniel Rodimer on Raw by January of 2007. What was it that Stephanie liked about Daniel, do you think?
Well, I think that a lot of people like Dan. Big Dan was, when you looked at him, that was someone that you could see, you know, on a poster for a WrestleMania. He had the look, he had the personality. However, he was missing it, and he approached the business as a work instead of approaching it as a shoot and then working it. And that's the big mistake with people when they approach it, anyone in the business. If you approach this as a work and that, hey man, you just get through it because it's all gaga, it'll never get over. It may get over for a time, but it won't stay over.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.